Okay, here's my ghost joke. Yeah, mine. Alright, so I used to be afraid of being possessed when I was a kid, and I think it had to do with when I was really young. I ended up watching Stephen King's Cat's Eye, and then totally freaking myself out about trolls coming out of the wall and cats taking my breath away, or yeah. And my mom decided I no longer could watch scary movies. So I grew up and I ended up watching scary movies in my early 20s. And I finally got to the point where I'm rewatching Stephen King movies. I'm like, from the 80s. And I'm like, these are really cheesy fears. To the point where it's like, okay, because if you ever really met a ghost, they really don't have that much power over humans. Because, honestly, if you really, really think about it, our bodies have ghosts in them, which are alive, which we call our personal spirit. So, I started in my 20s wanting to go get haunted. And so, I ended up talking to this one guy that I worked with, and he said oh, he used to go to the Whaley house because he was a ghost hunter, and he'd show me these little orbs in the photos, and that people think that they're ghosts, and I'm like, oh, okay, and that would have the picture before and right before taken, there's no orbs in it, and the picture after taken, and whoa, there's orbs, and then the picture after that, no orbs. So it's believable. Yeah, I don't. I think the camera can capture stuff that is truly unexplainable by 3D standards. But if you start thinking, meditating on stuff and praying to God, or thinking, um, there is something mysterious about it. So I was like, oh yeah, let's go to the Whaley house, because he invited me there, and he was in the in crowd in the ghost house there in Old Town. And so I went, and I'm like, oh joy, I'm about to go get haunted. And if I were a ghost and I were coming, I'd be like, oh God. This is like the Elmira from Tiny Toons of ghosts. She wants to hug us and kiss us and love us forever, and we don't have any bodies. This is complete torture. Go away. So, I mean, that's just me thinking retrospectively of what the ghosts must have been thinking, because I didn't get haunted the whole time I was there, and I had special access of the in crowd of the Whaley House crew. And not to say that there is no ghost there, because I've been to other places. One of my friends in Yosemite had a cabin up there, and she told me that there was a ghost that haunts and everything. And so I'm like, oh, yay, we're all spending the night. And no, ghosts don't like to haunt me, because I think I figured out the trick about ghosts and not being scared of them. If ghosts exist, and I believe that they do, they just don't like me. Not even Casper, he hasn't even visited me at all. Anyways, if ghosts exist, I'm not going to be any fun to scare, because I have no fear about them inside of me. They're going to be like, oh yeah, she's like a person that can never be tickled, which I am. That was all tickled out of me when I was a child. I mean, I got, it was almost like being tickled to death, but it was only the tickle died, not me. So, anyways, this is a really long ghost joke. I feel like a comedian. Anyways, so it's funny to me. And then I hear I don't know. I think the joke is that I'm the butt of all ghost jokes. They don't like me. So I don't ever get them. All right. You guys have a wonderful day.